Hey, what's going on everyone? John here from the No Shame Income channel, and today I'm actually going to be doing a video review for a product by a company called 10Web. Specifically, we're going to be focusing on the 10Web Booster, which is actually a page speed booster and plugin for WordPress. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through kind of the setup of the plugin. We're going to go through the features. I'm going to show you how I set this up on one of my websites, and we'll kind of go through some of the pricing, some of the options that you can get with this, and really all the included features that you can get out of this particular product. So just starting out with this, 10Web does offer multiple solutions. They do have website building solutions. You can get web hosting from them. And then, of course, on top of that, they offer this page speed booster. You do not have to utilize their hosting, of course, to take advantage of this. So I really wanted to go in with my existing hosting, my existing website, and show you some of the benefits that I was able to gain by just adding on their page speed booster to one of my sites. So we're going to be using my main domain, my No Shame Income blog that I've had now for some time. This particular blog, I've been basically powering through a series of themes called Thrive Themes. So I actually have one of Thrive Themes landing pages that I have on the home page of No Shame Income, and then within that I'm using one of their WordPress themes for all of my sub pages, all my blog pages, things like that. So it's a pretty simple site. You can see with even just basic browsing right now, everything is loading pretty quickly now that I've gone ahead and actually done some of this optimization and made these changes. This actually goes to a separate site that I have, but if I go over to, like, say, Contact Me, pages are loading like lightning fast right now. So far I'm very happy with the results. Let's kind of dive in to the plugin itself and show you how this works. So initially what I do is just download a zip file. You install that like you would any other WordPress plugin. Once you have that, you head over to settings, and then you can go into the 10Web Booster settings here. You have a manage page where you can basically manage all of your websites through the 10Web platform. It'll just show you on your site whether or not your site's connected. You can go and chat live with them, and you can also get some different just FAQ questions answered, like what's offered in the free plan. They let you optimize home pages specifically with the free plan, but if you go ahead and get their upgraded plans, you're actually able to go in and start updating, multiple pages throughout the entire website, images, all the above. They have multiple different modes with this. So this is very important. You have kind of a standard mode. So this is basically just standard speed optimization. You then have balance. So it basically utilizes what's in the standard mode, and then it does some critical CSS changes that'll also help boost speed. You can go into a strong mode, which is basically going to give you all the standard stuff plus what they call JS delay. So this gives you even more speed boost. And then you have an extreme mode, which basically gives you everything from balance plus the JS. This may cause issues with certain sites, so you kind of have to play around with some of these settings. Typically when you're doing speed optimization, it's very common that you could end up in a scenario where things start to break or not function or not load or look proper on the website. So very, very critical just to kind of test those different modes. And they even do mention here that they've tested most of their modes on over 100,000 websites. Issues do occur, but however, because they've created these different modes, it's going to give you more likelihood that you'll have some mode that will be compatible with your site. So if I head over to manage, this basically brings me into the portal, and this is kind of what it looks like. I'm actually going to go to the home page here. You'd see any other websites that you've added. So you can see here I've got my No Shame Income site added. I can then manage this site. I can see my page speed score, and this is actually after optimization. So right now I'm getting a desktop load time of 1.1 seconds and a load time of 4.4 on mobile. So really, really good. Previously when I ran this, I was getting really bad speeds. This was basically in the red. So anything 0 to 49 is slow, and that's what I was getting before for my desktop. And I think my mobile was somewhere like in the low 50s. So after applying any of these optimizations, you can simply do a reanalyze. Right now I have it set to the strong mode. It gives me an idea of whether or not I've optimized the site, and then I also have caching enabled for the whole site. You can also do some other optimizations here. So if I go to image optimization, I have not done this yet, but you can actually reduce the image size of all the sites throughout your website by up to 40%. So I actually have over 2,739 images in my media library currently on my website. If I optimize this, I can significantly reduce the image sizes, which are probably one of the biggest factors in how speed will affect your website and load times. I also have an automatic optimization, so when I upload new images, if I choose to, all of those will be automatically optimized. You also have this WebP format setting. You can serve the images in WebP format by auto-configuring the HTTP access file for server-side serving. So this again will also help with load times. You have some settings here, so you can do test mode. This will basically give you an idea where it's going to append a URL to the end of your site, and you can kind of disable 10Web for like actual visitors, but give you the ability to go check it out and see, is everything loading properly? Does it look correct? So this is really a nice feature that they added. Then you also have the website caching. So this is going to help you with serving those pages and basically caching content, so people, when they visit multiple times, it will really help with that visitation, right? When people visit the site, it won't need as much time to necessarily reload something. You also have these custom rules, so you can set, if you want a specific page that you want to make a change to that maybe is affecting something negatively, you could go in here and make those changes. Beyond that, you also have the ability to check your score with Google PageSpeed. So if I jump in here, it's automatically going to send me over to PageSpeed Insights, and then this is going to run through a speed check and give me an idea based on what Google provides. So this might take a little bit of time. We'll come back to this, but I want to keep going through. You also have a hosting performance analyzer. So this is kind of cool. This actually goes in and will give you some idea of what to expect comparatively to the 10Web hosting benchmarks. So this really is kind of an upsell within their service range. If you want to go and get basically their hosting, you may be able to benefit from that depending on who you're using now. I got a little bit higher, almost like 0.4 seconds higher on the WordPress performance benchmark, but my server performance benchmark actually scored even higher than them. And I do have some really good hosting, so high PHP version, which is just software on the back end, can impact overall website performance. So obviously all these things are good to look at. They do also kind of mention some of the features they have, like guaranteeing uptime. They have one-click migrations, malware removal, automated backups, DDoS protection. They provide a free SSL certificate, so obviously the hosting could be a really good option for you if maybe you've considered switching, maybe you're unhappy with speed. I know I've definitely used some hosts in the past that I've just been very unhappy with and overall really wanted something different, right? So you have that feature. If we jump back to the home page here, you can also invite new users. So if I wanted to have team members come in here, you can actually select roles. You can have people be members where maybe they're just looking at things like clients. For example, contributor could come in and make changes, and then admin would have access to everything except billing. So kind of nice that they have that. You also have this hire an expert feature, so you can come in and they will basically allow you to go in and hire someone if you need some help additionally with some of what you're offering. So you can see immediately someone join the chat, you can get a hold of someone, start working with them to talk about that. Now, going up to the settings here, you have basically all your login, workspace access. They do, of course, have an affiliate program, which I'll mention for those of you who are watching this right now. If you do decide to sign up for this, I am part of their affiliate program, so I will earn a commission if you decide to sign up for 10Web, get any of their solutions in terms of hosting or their page speed performance booster. Definitely appreciate it if you decide to go through my link, which I will leave in the description below. So yeah, you also have any notifications, usage summary here. You can go in and get like better data here on different things going on with your sites and logins, things of that nature. I'll just leave that for now. If we go back to our page speed insights, you can see I was able to score an 80. So still some slight issues here. This could be more related to the fact that I'm using a landing page builder on the home page of the actual site, but I was able to score an 89, which I'm very close to that green of 90 to 100. So it basically scored green on everything except the speed index, and overall I'm very happy with that. We may even be able to do a test here, and I'm going to leave page speed insights up. I'm going to go ahead and actually jump into my site, and I'm going to disconnect from 10Web, and I'm basically going to revert all of these settings. And then I'm going to run the page speed test again, and we'll be able to do a little comparison to see how much of a change this actually made. So we're going to leave this one up. I'm going to go in and just copy this into a new tab, and we're going to jump in and see, what does this do now, right? Like, what are we going to get now without the page speed optimization? So we'll let that run for a minute. I did also want to cover pricing while that loads. So if we do just the basic monthly for personal, just one website, you're looking at $14 a month. Really not bad to have that significant page speed boost. I know there's many other platforms out there that maybe you could possibly pay like one time and it could end up running you, $200, $300, $400. And this is really going to give you everything that you need. So this also, I believe, includes, this is basically including their page speed plus the hosting and the website. So it's a really, really good deal considering that you're getting all of this included. If you decide that you're an agency and maybe you want to start building websites for people, they do also have white label functionality. If you upgrade to any of the plans that have multiple websites, you can get their white label features, multi-site support, additional hosting, things like that. So really awesome if you go with the agency plan. If you decide to go with annual, you'll save a little bit of money, but again, you're going to pay over the year and you'll end up saving about 30%. Let's check back on our page speed insights. You can see how much of a massive difference this made. Just in mobile, we're now down to 26. If we jump back to our previous score, we were at 80. So literally, this pretty much jumped night and day. And if we look at some of these scores, we were at like 3.5, 3.6. We're now literally almost doubling, if not tripling, how much load time is coming into play here. If we do our desktop comparison, we're at a 59 and we're at an 89. So looking at some of these scores, 0.8, 0.8, 0.847, we're now literally double the speed index, and most of these are doubled, if not tripled, what they're getting in terms of speed. So all of this I was able to improve pretty drastically using the 10 Web Booster. Again, really awesome tool. I'm very pleasantly surprised with how easy it was to set up. And I think if you're looking for something to not only help host your sites, give you a good solution for hosting, website building, hosting WordPress, but also getting something that's really going to help improve the speed of your site, which is going to help with SEO, help with the user experience, and just give people a better overall user experience as they're going through the website. I think this is a really good bet. Anyway, again, I'll leave a link below. If you decide to sign up, be sure to go through my link, and I definitely appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the review.